true. I believe 90% of black women love a reformed hood guy. What is a reformed hood guy? A guy like Ghost. They love that. That's like the hyper masculine ultimate outfit that black women just love.
What's up guys, it's Richie Rich back yet again, and in this video I'm gonna be doing a talk on a clip that I saw from one of the YouTubers I follow, and that is Stephiscold, titled, why black women only date thugs. So yeah folks, before we get down into this video, be sure to check me out on my Instagram, which is RichManZ. Go onto that page, follow me on my Instagram. You can always hit me up for videos you would want me to do, as a request. Yeah, definitely subscribe and like, comment and share these videos. So yeah, with that being said, let's get this video on the way. I want to say I'm a big shout out to Stephiscold. I first got into his videos when I was dating a particular girl last year, and it's like I saw like her dynamics change, I was always kind of questioning the characteristics, the dynamics, and I started watching Stephiscold and a few of us from the red pill community, and it was really cool because it's like I became more aware of to recognize behaviors and different patterns, so it's like I really attribute Stephiscold, especially with being in the black community, that black women tend to really be attracted to the thugs, the gangsters, hardcore, rap, mostly they thugs, It's a video that spoke to me for years because me coming from African traditions, being around so many black females, I did see these signs from when I was in college, in my late teen years, and especially me being around women from my community, the Sierra Leone African community. It is really only in our community where black women, they want the Pookie and Ray Rays, the ones that are the thugs, maybe didn't finish high school, but on the streets, they're selling drugs, they're doing stuff that they're particularly the safe thing to do to go really forward in life, as Stephiscold said, if you're on the streets and that, you gotta watch your back all the time. You never know when this last kind of drug deal is gonna be your last time you're stint. Turn off if you see a kind of black dude like me who kind of speaks well, who dresses well, who is basically a squeaky clean. Let's just basically put it out there like a Will Smith. Will Smith, he was always categorized as happy hip hop, but he wasn't the Tupac Shakur, who had thug life tattooed on his chest. At least 85% they will go for the Tupac Shakurs just opposed from the Will Smith. And think of the timing of me doing this, and you've got what's happened now with Sweet Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, just kind of low-key bashing him, and how Will Smith is not really the one, but Tupac Shakur, is the one who really made such a big impact on her life that even as Tupac is gone, almost 25 years, she still has love for him. It is a shame because it's only really the black community where what they consider a successful black man is the thug, the gangster, or the rapper. And I said, I'm a big rap fan. Don't get me wrong, but there are other avenues you can get to success. Take for instance Marquise Brownie. Super huge YouTuber. I've been watching his videos for at least 4 or 5 years now. If you see a Marquise Brownie, what a black chick is not looking for, completely well spoken, knows how to produce his content well, and his stuff is more a nationwide. Most black chicks, they're not gonna find that attractive, and that is the stuff I've even heard to my face, they want the 50 Cents, the Tupac Shakurs, the Nas, Lil Wayne, Lil Jon. I don't give a damn which one it is, they're all little, but they are attracted to them. Most of the black women, I think it's mostly how they've been raised too. You are really kind of a product of your environment. So if you come from south side of Chicago, most likely what you're attracted to is what you've been bred and raised in your community. So sometimes it really isn't some of these girls false. And like I am like saying like majority is black women for sure, and then you do have these white girls who are basically kind of blackfishing. Like the Kardashians, for instance. The ones who are like so desperately to be black women, they'll do all these kind of physical cosmetic surgeries to basically have the appearance of a black woman and have their black traits. That's why you see the Kardashians, they're with black men, but they're not with like Idris Elba. They're not with like Michael B. Jordan. It's more like, again, Kanye West, Lamar Odom. I think they were with like ASAP Rocky. The one black dudes such as myself. You have this kind of like double-edged sword. Sometimes you wanna kind of stay with a black chick, because of that's what society says you should do. And then like you may not be attracted to them, but you just be with them because you should be. Like all other races, majority of the time stay with their races. You should too. And on the flip side, as I said, you could be with another race and like this chick can bond with you, and she doesn't have to be your skin color. And because as a community, the black community for years has always had like mad like fuckery. Let's just say that. You find like what they pretty much are attracted to, cool specimen, they would be attracted, like the alpha male, dude is Omari Hardwick from Power, who played Ghost, who was a businessman by morning, and then by night he was like the drug dealing gangster of that, who are like the street and the businessman. They don't want Alfonso Ribeiro from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They don't want like Childish Gambino, Danny Glover from Atlanta. And the worst thing is, and this is where I always had the problem with, is that majority of the times black women will shun these kind of like an Alfonso Ribeiro or a Carton from the Fresh Prince, or like a Childish Gambino, and then when they'll see them kind of date outside the race, marry these girls outside of the race, or have a family, they will talk shit. Which is nuts. There is more truth to this validation he's saying this, because it's not only just him. I've seen other people make these statements, and now you're hearing RichManZ saying this. This is a 100% fact. They want the thugs, they want the gangsters, and I don't even think this is something that's gonna change. I just think it's just the way the way it's been brought up, in the system. What I'm saying, like, with the solution for this, because I know there are black guys who are probably falling in the category of like a blurred, a black guy and a nerd. Like, I'm not saying going as far as Steve Urkel, but someone who's like is black, but they don't have like a thuggish bone in their body. And if I'm not like a thug, or if I don't like if I didn't idolize Tupac, you're not gonna like me because of that. That's bullshit. I will go somewhere else and find someone who likes me for me. Could have the charisma, but I'm pretty sure some people have heard that like maybe he's not black enough. I remember Wayne Brady talked about this kind of digs at like Wayne Brady because he's not like a brother. You have to live your life for you. To live your life as someone else is a complete bullshit, especially when you only one fucking life to live. It's completely nonsense. Guys, like I said, they may not fit the criteria of what these black women want. So what do you expect them to do? To wait around forever? To maybe like, start sagging, start like their mixtape CD, that's bullshit. No. Go with the girls who like you for you. Like how, as I said, as Stephiscold said, it's not all the black women, it's just, I'd say it's a strong point of majority, and it's not even the ones just from America, man. I'm telling you, even when I was in Africa, they wanted, majority of the girls I was with, like the black chicks I was trying to get with, they wanted the guys who weren't really doing anything, or they were doing stuff but it was illegal, and that's just a sad truth. The ones I'm speaking to, if any kind of black dude is in this position, they are kind of tied down to being like, well, this black girl only likes gangsters, but I'm not one, but hey, I should still stay with her because she's hot. Bounce, because he is not worth it, because she's gonna put you in shit just by affiliation. Look at like stuff like with Megan Thee Stallion, getting her, I remember her boyfriend like sharing the foot, bullshit that only happens in our community. I've already leveled up to Super Saiyan 2, I'm trying to get to Super Saiyan 3, even putting that reference would probably, some black chicks would probably run away from me for saying that, but fuck them. And that's my, thoughts on like, that Stephiscold video, I'll also put that link down in the description, so you can check that out, you know, and you can come back and check mine. But let me know about your thoughts about what you think about, like, you know, black women only dating thugs. You know, would you agree with me or, you know, Stephiscold's, you know, opinion about it? You know, is there any like particular stories that has, you know, happened to you? You know, all of that, put that in the comment section. As I said before, you know, definitely check me out on my Instagram page. You know, I'll put the links down in the description. You know, go over there, follow me on Instagram, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know, and yeah, man, stay tuned for more upcoming videos, which will be coming very, very soon. Until then, folks, it's peace to, you know, the rest.